Hey, let's talk about hospice really quick. So my dad is in end stages Alzheimer's disease. He was diagnosed over 10 years ago. It's been a long journey for us. He lived with me for 2.5 years prior to this year. And during the last little bit of his stay with me, he started declining really bad. And my sister said, should we call hospice? So we did, and he was quickly accepted. Since then, we moved my dad into a facility full-time, and hospice is there with him. We wanted an extra set of eyes on our dad. I think that when people hear hospice, they think immediately like, oh, they have to be dying, like actively in the dying phase. And that's not true. Although dad is actively dying, I mean, Alzheimer's is a progressive, terminal illness. He's not there yet. But because he cannot do so many activities of daily living, they call them, he qualifies for hospice. So we were at a care plan meeting for my dad last week, and I was inquiring about how many times hospice came, how they interacted with my dad, and so forth. I was not really pleased with the answers that they gave me, and so I said, how do we change that? What do I do? And they said, oh, well, there are several hospice companies that are on our preferred list. The company that you chose was not on that preferred list. So I said, okay, how do I change that? She said, you tell me. And I said, okay, I'm telling you. She said, okay, well, which company would you like to use? And I said, well, do you have a good relationship with your dad? And she said, yeah, I love my dad. I said, okay, which one would you choose for your dad? That's the company we ended up going with, the one she would chose for her dad. And guys, when I tell you, the process was so easy, so seamless. The hospice companies took care of everything for us. I only had to sign a few things on DocuSign, and that was it. I just visited dad today, and several of the aides asked me about the switch, and they were like, we are so glad to see that switch. He will get much better care with this company. So trust your gut, trust your instinct. Know that you're not stuck where you are. If you don't like hospice, ask them to change. This is your person that you're caring for. This is your loved one. They deserve the best care. Don't stop advocating for your person. Don't stop advocating. Yeah.